Why the rationals have no length. By a rational number, I mean a ratio of two whole numbers, like 1/2 or 2/3 and 3/5. Let's start by explaining what we mean by length. The basic case is that of an interval. The interval from a to b, when a is less than b, is defined to be the set of numbers between a and b. In this case, the length is easy to define. It's b minus a. So now suppose we have a set which is not an interval. We can approximate its length by taking lengths of intervals which contain it. Adding these up gives a length approximation for our given set. We can choose to underestimate or overestimate at each stage, and as you can see in this example, we can get better and better approximations by using more suitable intervals. We can bound this length from below by taking intervals which are too small. The true length is the greatest of these lower bounds. To make things simpler, we can use collections of intervals which are what we call countable, meaning that there is at most one for each whole number. With this definition, we can calculate the length of an isolated point, which we call p. We only need a single interval, which we can take to have p as its midpoint. As you can see from this image, we can make this interval as small as we want and it will still contain p. For any positive number x, we can find an interval with length less than x, which still contains p. Because of this, we have to conclude that the length of a point is 0. Now, the set of rationals is itself a countable set. The assignment on the screen properly embeds the rational numbers into the whole numbers. This may seem strange, but I can provide a more detailed argument of this in another video if it is so desired. Now, because of this fact, we can pick countably many intervals to contain the rational numbers at their midpoints. For each of these intervals, we may apply the previous fact about the length of a point, so we can conclude that the set of rationals has no length. In fact, this means that any interval that isn't empty has more length than the rational numbers.